These are the skills of a coach. The first skill of a coach is communication. Communication is an extremely valuable skill to have as a coach. If there are two different groups of players that can be split into more experienced and less experienced players, they should not be mixed. This is because the beginners must learn new things and the communication is different for advanced players and beginners. New players require a non-verbal form of communication through gestures and demonstrations because they may not understand and need to be shown a drill fully to understand what they need to do. Communication can come in the form of instruction, encouragement, or constructive criticism, and this can be concurrent or terminal depending on the sport. Concurrent is communication that occurs during a match or training session. So for sports such as football, this is very useful, as the players can be given tactical instruction from the sideline by their manager. This type of communication would be less useful for a sport like swimming, because the athlete cannot listen to instructions being given, so the communication is terminal, which means at the end of a training session or match or race. Communication also comes between coaches and parents, or coaches and referees if there has been a problem on the playing field, or other sports. The next skill is problem solving. Problem solving is also a very important skill to have as a sporting coach. This is because an unexpected problem may arise during a training session or a game. This problem could come in the form of an injury, perhaps of a crucial player in a match. This forces the coach to make a decision and adapt their team to the situation. For example, in a sport such as basketball, the team's best defender may get injured whilst playing in a man-to-man defense. This would force the coach to sub in a new player, and the coach may have to change to a zone defense because the team's best defender was defending the other team's best player, but no one else can contain that player, so tactics must change. There are also other problems that can come up, for example, weather conditions, which could affect the safety of a training session, meaning that the coach must adapt their training session to make it safer. For example, in a training session for tennis, moving shots will be changed to more stationary shots because a slippery surface could increase the risk of injury. Even lack of the team dynamic may be suffering and team chemistry could be low in a team sport like rugby. The way this problem could be solved is a team building exercise or something like a team meal, where the team get to know each other more and become better friends. The next skill of a coach is evaluating. In addition to the other two, the skill of evaluation of your team and also yourself as a sporting coach. Evaluation is used to measure progress over the period of time such as a season and even an assessment of the training session or game at the end of an activity. A coach may be able to assess the performance of a team in a game when the match has been played and filmed. By watching back the tape of a game, the coach and players can watch back crucial moments of the game and other situations where there were mistakes. As well as this, the coach should see when the team has done a good thing and show that what worked to the team so that they can keep doing what went well in future games. However, there is a negative to the evaluation of performance. The fact that a coach can over-evaluate themselves, for example when a coach has asked for feedback from their team, or if the coach evaluates and gives feedback to the team, it may get overcomplicated trying to fix many things at once, instead of changing only major things. If the coach goes into too much detail and not enough playing is being done, then the players may start to get angry as there is too much criticism and there isn't any fun during the sessions. Evaluation also comes during and after sessions or games, which is concurrent or terminal feedback once again. For example, in a boxing match, the feedback is given during a fight, but in between rounds, which is still concurrent. This feedback is useful as it means that the athlete can change small things to improve their performance. But if you were to give the feedback at the end of a fight, it wouldn't make sense because the fight is already over and the things cannot be changed. But there is still evaluation after a fight, where film is watched and there is an assessment of the performance of the fighters. The over-evaluation could also come during a boxing fight, An athlete may be too overwhelmed with what they have to do, and the coach may have given too much instruction that the boxer becomes tense and does not relax, which gives the opposing fighter an edge as they are more composed.